Good afternoon. My name is Hina, and I'm one of the senior BDMs at Travelpack. Today, I'm going to be showcasing our Travelpack's online portal. This is the agent's website, which I'll be using to demonstrate, but the functionality will be the same for the corporate website, which will be launched shortly. In addition to flights, car hire, transfers, you will also have trains in the UK plus trains in Europe. You'll be given a website. It will probably be corporates at travelpack.co.uk. Here you will be putting your account code. This will be assigned to you by a Travelpack representative when you open the account. I'm going to put mine in for my test site. And then here the user ID is actually the booker's or the booker's name or initials. And you'll also be given a password. I'm just going to click in now. I'm going to demonstrate flights today, but as you can see, you've also got hotels, car hire, transfers on yours. You won't have cruises or experiences. You'll have trains instead. So this is the flight search. You can do return flights, one-way flights. You can also do open jaw, that's into one city and out of another. Say you have offices in New York, but the person needed to travel to the Chicago office as well, and they didn't want to do a flight and they wanted to drive. So then you could do that, or you can do a train in between as well. And they would fly back from the Chicago instead of New York. And for the multi-city function, if you click on here, you can see that you can pick your departure airport and your return airport and do this sector by sector and also by the time of day. And this is good for if you need to do premium one way and economy another, or premium and business. You can pick each sector as you go along. So you might want to do the longer sectors on premium economy or business, and then the shorter 1 hour flights or the local flights in economy. I'm going to go back to a normal flight to demonstrate how this works. So we're just going to put in the airport. We'll say London and flights to New York. You keep, as you type, you'll get a drop-down menu. Please make sure that you use the drop-down menu, because if you don't, the search will not work. Here you can pick which cabin you would like, economy, premium, business, or first. I'm going to leave it as economy. I'm going to pick a date to leave. So let's do one for a little bit far away, say the 15th of June. And returning, say the 18th. You can pick the time of day that you want, either morning, afternoon, or evening. We're going to leave that blank at the moment on your outbound plus on your inbound. You can book up to 9 adults per booking. Anything over 9 is classed as a group, and you will have to call or email in for that. We're just going to keep 1 at the moment. You probably won't use youth, children or infants, because most of your bookings will be business. But if you did, you do have that field, those fields to add those in. If you knew which carrier you preferred, you can start typing the carrier name and it will bring it down as a drop down. You can see here there's British Airways and Brit Air. I'm going to leave that empty at the moment. And you can pick any stops, which is 1 or more. You could pick direct flights or up to 1 stop. We're going to pick direct flights for this exercise. And then here you've got the lowest fare, but you will also have corporate fares and corporate IT fares as well. I'm going to do a search now. Just to let you know, we directly contract over 140 airlines. We're also a preferred partner for British Airways, Qatar, Air Canada, just to name a few. And we also have NDC fares for most carriers. This is just searching at the moment. My apologies, my Wi-Fi is a bit slow today. Here you can see the flights now, all the direct flights in the bar at the top. And by airline, if you didn't want to search for that particular flight in the results down below here, you can actually just click on the logo and it take you directly to the airline and that particular fare. On the side, you have some filters. You can filter by flight number. If you had a particular budget in mind, you can use the toggle here for prices. Also, you can use the filters here and the toggle for your departure time. So if you wanted a morning flight only, actually let's do an evening flight because then you can see the difference here. Then you would just click on that and it will change it to a morning flight, sorry, an evening flight. And then same with the return. If there was a particular departure airport you wanted, you can click off Gatwick if you wanted to, and it will only bring up London. And then on the return, you can see that there's more than one airport in the near vicinity, so you can actually pick which airport you would prefer to fly back from. And here you see all the airlines. If there's a particular airline that you prefer to fly on or your clients prefer to fly on, then you just clear them all and pick the airline you want. Or if it's just One World partners you want, you can clear that and add just the One World partners, and it will filter through all the One World partners from cheapest to the most expensive. The most important thing on this page is this key here. So this will show you any low-cost carriers that we have. This will give you your NDC fares in this purple color, and Travelpack special fares, the corporate fares, will be in gray for you. We do work with all low-cost carriers apart from Ryanair. We do work with Wizz Air, EasyJet, Norse, Air Transat, and many, many more, Air Asia too. We're just going to pick the first one as an example. So here it tells you the airline, where you're departing from, the date, the time, that it's a direct flight, also the duration and when it lands and where it lands. The same goes for on your return, where you're flying from, the date, the time, how many hours, and when you arrive back into London. Then you have the different categories of fare and classes. So you've got an economy light, you've got an economy classic, you've got another economy classic, but this is a flexible one. You've got economy delight. And obviously you would, if I didn't click on the economy, you'd also see business class options and premium options as well. If you wanted to see the breakdown of this ticket, you just click on breakdown and it gives you what the airfare is, taxes, and the SAFI and what your total is. It also gives you what class those particular fares are in. So this is O class in both outbound and inbound. If you knew that you needed some flexibility and there's a possibility that this business travel may change and you need to be flexible, you can click on the rules here. And it will give you the baggage, whether you can cancel it, what the maximum validity is, what the minimum stay is. Here you can see any penalties, also your baggage. Here at the bottom, your check-in baggage, what's allowed. See all the notes there. We're going to just say, we're going to pick one so I can show you how easy it is to make a booking. Click on that. And now this will drop into my basket. You'll have a similar basket in corporate, actually exactly the same. And you can see the full details of this flight now. It's Virgin Atlantic. And the one that I've picked here was economy T class. You can see there. On the previous page, you had to click on the button to see the class in the fare breakdown. But in the basket, it automatically gives you the class. And you can see the full details along with the flight number here. And it gives you a little summary on the side here. And when the balance is due, you will have a credit account, so you will just be able to confirm bookings online. If you needed to send this to anyone to quickly check that they're okay with the flights, you can just click on the download quotation and you will receive a quotation like this. It doesn't have our name or contact details in there, so you can just send that across to the person that you're booking the flights for. I'm going to go back to the original tab. And now I'm going to show you how easy it is to actually book your seats and proceed with the booking. You just click on save and proceed. We're going to put my name in, because if I put my name in, they're going to know it's a test booking. Just put my date of birth in. And save and proceed. And here now you can see you're at the final page. You can either hold this or you can actually confirm it. You need to click through it on the terms and conditions. If you haven't read the conditions or you want to reread them, you can just click here. You just put the name of the person that's making the booking. So in this case, it's me making the booking. So I'll put my name, my contact details here. And my email address. We're going to hold, I'm not going to confirm the booking, but you can confirm it just by clicking on that there. I'm going to hold it as an option so I can show you how to confirm it online. Options are normally held for 48 hours. However, if it is a published fare, beware that generally airlines can cancel that at any time from midnight onwards that same day. So I would make sure that it's not a published fare, and if it is, it will give you the deadline to book that and pay for that, or book that and confirm it, I should say. We're just going to hold this booking now. And here you see a booking reference now. I'm just going to copy that, and you can see all the details for that particular booking. You can actually also download an invoice at this point. We're going to go to this little button here, which looks like a calendar with a tick. This is where you will find all your bookings, and for any searches for hotels, flights, car hire, transfers, or trains, you will use this magnifying glass. This is your search. Just going to click on there. If you know the booking reference, you can put that in, but sometimes you don't know the booking reference, so you can use the filter for lead passenger name, surname, or you can, if you know you've held it as an option, you can use the filters here by option, confirmed, or cancelled. We can do, or you can do any. We'll keep it as any. And you can search up to the last 50 bookings here. We're going to leave it as 10 because mine was one of the last ones. And you just click on submit, and you can see here, this is my booking, the one that we just did as a test. Gives you the details, when the option expires, when the flight's departing, the balance. If you click on the little I, it will give you the full details of the booking. If you wanted to confirm the booking, you just click on that. A notification will go to our team and they will confirm that and send your confirmation email and your e-tickets. You don't need to worry about the payment because you'll have a credit account. If you wanted to download the invoice, you just use this button here to download the invoice. We're just going to use the display mode at the moment. You can see the display mode now. And here you can also confirm or download the invoice. And it's as simple as that for making a flight booking. This airline didn't allow us to pick the seats, but some of the airlines allow you to pick the seats. So before you go to the name stage, just after the name stage, you will get a screen where it gives you a map of the airline seating, and you can pick whichever seats you want. If there's a cost for those seats, it would advise you of the cost and it will be added to your booking. If you have any other questions, please do not hesitate to call Lorraine, and thank you for your time.